Well, turning now to a deadly storm system sweeping across parts of the South. Millions of people are in the way of this dangerous system, which is moving northeast today. And more severe weather is expected from the Florida Panhandle into southeastern Georgia.
Violent thunderstorms triggered possible tornadoes, heavy rain, and flash flooding across the region yesterday. 5 people were killed in Alabama and Florida, and tens of thousands of people lost power.
Omar Villafranca is following the latest there in Rehoboth, Alabama. That's near the Florida Panhandle. Omar, can you take us through the aftermath and the scene that you're standing in front of?
Absolutely, Vlad and Rena. On the streets, we're basically seeing emergency vehicles going through, and they're removing trees and power lines and whatever debris is in the road. Back here on the property, it's a similar mission that they're having to do, but there are some casualties. Residents have been checking in on each other, and behind us, we found out that there was a tree that fell on that mobile home behind us. 4 people died there. Matter of fact, emergency crews had to pull that tree off. It was so big to get it so they could actually get to the people who were hurt. And just a few hundred yards away, you have this. This was a barn where people were keeping their equipment, tractors and whatnot, and the storm blew through here and just absolutely shredded it. We talked to the owner, and he said they probably had about 30 seconds to a minute to basically seek shelter. They went into their guest bathroom, which didn't have any windows and exposed, and they said it was very loud. They couldn't hear anything that was going outside. Their roof was shaking, and in all, they said it was very fast-moving storm, and when they came outside, they saw all of this damage.
You know, Omar, it's so sad because it is just the first of the year. We just ended the holidays, and for people to have to deal with something like this must be really, really tough. What kind of services are being offered at the local level and the state level, and are you seeing at all any federal assistance coming down the way?
Too early for federal assistance just yet, but the one thing we are seeing immediately is literally neighbors helping neighbors. There was actually a flight crew that was walking around here, and they were walking around with bottles. They weren't flying anything. They had cold water bottles, just going up to people to see, are you hydrated? Do you need anything? And as I mentioned, a lot of people check on their neighbors here. They know people who live 3/4 of a mile to a mile away, and they call them to make sure, hey, it just blew through where we were. Are you okay? So immediately people are checking on each other. This being a rural area, there's a lot of livestock as well. A lot of the people here are calling to make sure, hey, is your livestock in place? Do you have a pen up? Do you need a place to put them? A lot of people basically checking to make sure that everybody's okay. And if they need anything, and if they're okay themselves, obviously they're going to help them out.
That is what this holiday season is all about, people helping people. Omar Villafranca, thank you so much, Omar. Appreciate it.